The bargain is the Republican Party will control the national government, but the Democratic Party will control the South. And this means that Reconstruction is over and the rights of blacks are going to slowly be rescinded or eliminated in the South.
Anyone else notice that the Democrat Party is crumbling? Oh, they're crumbling. Oh, they're crumbling. See, CNN and MSNBC, they're not going to show you this. But the Democrat Party, because how I know the Democrat Party is crumbling, because look at the tweets and stuff that the congressmen and the stuff they put out is stupid. Okay? They have no policy. They have no leader. They have no morals. The things that they fight for is they're stupid, okay? Trans kids.
Might have to drop a dime on this.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta stop it.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
I don't like that shit.
Alright, y'all, we back with another video, man. Y'all know how we do. Always pushing health, wealth, and a better understanding of self. So check this out, y'all. In this video, we showing proof that the Democrat Party is just falling apart. I'm going to show y'all clips of the LGBT community that is leaving the Democrat Party. They tired of the BS. And we showing how Roland Martin tried to make it seem like us moving from the black people moving from the Republican Party to the Democrat Party and now moving away from the Democrat Party is what needs to happen, and that's what's happening. He explained the FBA point so vividly. I want y'all to check this out.
I saw this a video of Stephen A. Smith on Cam Newton's podcast, and Stephen A. said something that I thought was interesting. Y'all go ahead and roll it.
I wish for one election that every black person would vote Republican. What? How can he say that? I said, it's simple. Since 1964, the black folks, we have been giving our vote to the Democratic Party at an exorbitant rate. Therefore, they know they got our vote, and they don't have to cater to us as much as we need them to. The Republicans know they'll never get our vote, so they don't give a damn about us. And as a result, we're the only community in America devoid of representation, which is why we're considered disenfranchised. I'm tired of that. What I want is to put ourselves as a community in a position where both parties have to work to get our vote.
So I texted Stephen A. early about that, and I'd sent him some information, and I got no problem saying it. Here's the deal why he's wrong. Because what he just said, we've always done that.
All right, so Roland Martin said we always done that. Well, we doing it again with y'all this time. Both of these guys, Roland Martin and Stephen A. Smith, are boule. So either way, there's still an FBA talking points what Stephen A. was doing, but we see how now they're trying to influence our talking points to sell their point. Check it out.
Always, black people were hardcore Republican voters after the Emancipation Proclamation and the end of the Civil War. Black people were hardcore Republicans from the 1800s through 1964. Y'all, these are facts, okay? Now, understand, when you look at, matter of fact, Ted Cruz, if y'all want to laugh, Ted Cruz actually posted this stupid ass tweet where he tried to ask Grok, was it true of what he read? And it said the first 20, it was something like the first 23 black members of Congress were Republican. And he goes, Grok, is this true? And I was like, dumbass, you didn't pay any attention in history class? We all know that was true. Black people were riding with Republicans because radical Republicans pushed through the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment. It was Southern Democrats who were fighting Republicans. Now, when the Great Compromise of 1877 happened, guess what? Republicans sold black people out. Black Republicans called out Republicans by saying, y'all sold us out. Y'all left us out to pasture. Congressman White gives his great Phoenix speech. He was the last African-American who was in Congress from North Carolina, and he gave that great speech on the floor of the House. Now, guess what? Herbert Hoover was a Republican president. Herbert Hoover was leader of the Lily White Party. Herbert Hoover, Black people still voted for Herbert Hoover because Democrats were worse. What happens in 1948? You now begin to see Democrats nationally begin to embrace. They put civil rights in their plank. Of course, Senator Hubert Humphrey gives a passionate speech on the floor. He was fighting Southern Democrats. Now you begin to see the crack. Democrats go, okay, all right, because Black people were saying, well, Republicans ain't really riding with us. So you go to 52. 56, then you get to 60. Jackie Robinson, Black Republican, was employing Richard Nixon to do more to get Black people's vote. Kennedy was sitting here being aggressive with it. Black folks shifted, solidified Black support because Stephen A. started in 64 when Senator Barry Goldwater opposed the 1964 Civil Rights Act. Black people said, oh, hell no. Jackie Robinson, Black Republican, campaigned against LBJ. Barry Goldwater then votes against the 65 Voting Rights Act, calling it unconstitutional and unnecessary. So the reality is Nixon comes in 68 with the Southern strategy appealing to white voters. The Republican Party since 1964 has been anti-Black and pro-white. Their entire agenda has been to appeal to white voters. Now, this is very simple. What I would tell Stephen A. is Black people ain't dumb. Black people have not given our vote away. Black people have made the decision that white people have not weighed. Black people, I need all y'all people who love saying, yeah, you a shield for the Democratic Party. Just listen to this here. Black people have always been smart with our vote. Because you know what we said? We said, okay, who is fighting for our best interests? From 1865 through 1960, it was Republicans. Black people said, here my agenda. Who is supporting my agenda? Which one of y'all? And it was Republican. And then when Democrats embraced Black agenda and Republicans didn't, Black people went, we voting Democrat. Y'all, this is the equivalent of being at a dance.
In 1876, you have this presidential election. Rutherford Hayes, the governor of Ohio, is running for the Republicans. Samuel Tilden, ex-governor of New York at that time, is running as the Democratic candidate. And it's a very close, disputed election, somewhat like the election of 2000. And in fact, who wins hinges on who carried these three southern states, Florida, South Carolina, and Louisiana. Both parties claim to have carried those states. It's not clear who is elected. Eventually, to make a long, complicated story shorter, negotiations take place between the two parties, and this so-called compromise or bargain of 1877 is reached, in which the Democrats agree to recognize Hayes, the Republican, as the victor in the presidential election, and Hayes agrees to recognize Democratic control of those three disputed states on the state level and to pull remaining federal troops out of the South. And in effect, what Hayes is saying, we're going to end Reconstruction. The bargain is the Republican Party will control the national government, but the Democratic Party will control the South. And this means that Reconstruction is over and the rights of Blacks are going to slowly be rescinded or eliminated in the South.
Anyone else notice that the Democrat Party is crumbling? Oh, they're crumbling. Oh, they're crumbling. See, CNN and MSNBC, they're not going to show you this. But the Democrat Party, because how I know the Democrat Party is crumbling, because look at the tweets and stuff that the congressmen and the stuff they put out is stupid. Okay? They have no policy. They have no leader. They have no morals. The things that they fight for, they're stupid, okay? Trans kids, and they're dying on that hill. You understand what I'm saying? But they're crashing out. Look at Barack talking about his wife thinking about Trump or worrying about Trump is causing problems with him and Michelle. We've got other people talking about they're leaving the country. They don't know what they're going to do. They're saying all kind of crazy stuff.
We've got the L and the G and the B and the T at this table.
I think the more we speak out, the better it is. I really think it's that simple. And there aren't that many people speaking out. There are way more than there were 5 months ago. There are way more now than there were 5 years ago. And I think it's because of people like myself, Melissa, Marcus, Blair, you,
Everyone at
Mikey,
this table.
everyone at this table, Buck, Angel, you know, people that are, even if they're not on the right, because I don't think I consider myself like conservative, because I'm more moderate and, you know, I'm libertarian maybe, but definitely have conservative views. But it's really come down to a point where it's us versus them, in a sense that it's everybody else that's not on the far left.
Do you feel bullied?
I was, but 100%. They helped me write a video, the video that went viral. It's a shame that was the video out of 10 years of work. That was the one that goes viral. But, you know, at the same time, I'm glad that it did, because it woke a lot of people up. And a lot of other people came out of that.
But here's the thing. This is the time that we fight the hardest, okay? Because when a person or an organization knows that they're losing, they're going to do everything in their power to win, okay? And if they can't win, they want to take everyone to hell with them. So here's the things I want you guys to be prepared for, just in case. Around midterms, cyber attack. Just in case, okay? Or some type of outbreak. They're already talking about something on Carnival Cruise with rat urine killing people. Oh, just you wait. They're going to bring it all out. I wouldn't be surprised if they stage and plant a bomb somewhere just to stop this election. I'm telling you, that's how evil and wicked they are, because they don't want to lose. Remember they had a sacrifice mobile sitting outside Kamala's DNC conference? That didn't even work. Sacrifice didn't even work. So listen, prayer warriors, let's get together. Pray for our country. I love my country. I really do. Home of the free. Land of the brave, home of the free. Land of the free, home of the brave. There it is. For the land of the free and the home of the brave. I love my country. Anyway, y'all, they can ring pull it out, okay?
All right, so there y'all see it, man. I'm so entertained seeing how this crash out is unfolding. Okay, it's a new day. The new generation is pushing this. Our FBA political talking points is just it's at the forefront of every big time, even media company. We can tell by how they gotta speak about us or put us in the media or throw jabs at our movement. But we know that we play a big role. Okay, this is probably the biggest unit of exposing. They're not giving us our credit due of the impact that we making. And I think it even with, you know, I think it started with like Fat Joe, when it was really like a powerful movement where like it's affecting sponsorships. So we gonna keep this going and keep this pushing. I want to know what y'all think in the comment section, man, with all of these clips. What you think about the Democrat Party and what you think gonna be next with them. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next video. Peace and love.
A community must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax bases for your own people. You should at least control four basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive and compete.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.